Yesterday we spoke about what physical inspection is, and I told you that I'm going to tell you about 7 things you should look out for as an investor when you go for physical inspection. So let's get right into the 7 things that you should look out for as an investor when you go for physical inspection. Do these 7 things. Now, the first thing you should look out for is the accessibility, the access road. Can you come there and can you go away from there? Can you see a road? Is there a path to that property that you're going to? Because if that property is not accessible, don't even invest in it. Just look for a different property. Ask if you can see a different property that is not that property. And the second thing you should check and look out for is the environment and the neighborhood. Okay, we took this client to 2 properties. We took her to Grand Omega City and then Divine Acres. So when we went to Divine Acres, we went to Grand Omega City first. So when we got to Divine Acres, she was like, she liked this place better. When she in her own words, she said this particular property gives her peace of mind. Now imagine she didn't go for physical inspection, she wouldn't have known this. So when you make sure you look at the environment and the neighborhood and see if this is somewhere you can invest in or you want to invest in. Now the third thing to look out for is the topography. For the topography, you're checking if there is a dry or a swampy land. When you go there and you see the land, you know if only this land is a dry land or this land is a swampy land. I think that's why I always advise people to buy properties this time of the year, because this is rainy season. So when you go there, when you go to buy a property now that is rainy season and it's still dry, you can now relax because that land has a good topography. So another thing you should look out for, the fourth thing, is erosion. Now how are you going to know a land that has been eroded? You're going to see this kind of things: washed out or uneven ground. You're going to see channels. That's channels the water of erosion went through. So that's how you can figure out, oh, if this land has been eroded or not, or if the land is even prone to erosion or not. And the fifth thing to look out for is encroachment of this place. What do I mean by encroachment? Check around that area if there are farmers farming, because sometimes farmers can farm and move away from their own boundary. Check for encroachment and disputes and make sure that there's not going to be any dispute that is going to arise due to encroachment. Now the sixth thing is infrastructure and utilities, basically development. The development going on along that area. If it's a land banking opportunity or if it is an already developed area, look around at development there and the infrastructure and make sure that it's not going to stop anytime soon and the one there is going to keep increasing. You buying from that property, depending on where you're buying from, if you're buying a buy and build property, it means you're going to add to the development of that particular place or that particular estate. So check for government infrastructure and utilities around that area. The final thing you should look out for is the beacons. Now beacons are little blocks mounted on properties to show the boundaries of somebody's property, and there's usually a number on it. These beacons are usually done by the real estate companies and the surveyors. So some properties have already been beaconed, some have not been beaconed. Make sure you look out for and find out if the property has been beaconed or not. You should not fret or have any anxiety when your property is not beaconed already. Calm down. It's not a bad thing. There's no issue if it's beaconed, there's no issue if it's not beaconed. Just make sure that you ask. Find out if your property is going to be beaconed before allocation or after allocation. And make sure you use this knowledge for your next physical inspection. Those are the 7 things as an investor you should look out for when you go for a physical inspection. I know you've gotten the value of your time from this video. And as always, my name is Blessing Abraham. This is Real Estate with Blessing. I'll see you tomorrow.